We've gathered some more footage of our ringtails crossing the gate that's across our driveway, and we have to admit we're highly amused by these guys. They do it over and over. They may go through once or twice a night, or maybe even more than that, and they demonstrate different techniques. Some use a lot of tail motion or a whip of the tail, and others are just hold that tail down, hold it still, be steady. Here comes a parent and a little one, and the little one is, you can just imagine it, hollering, "Mom, wait for me. This is really hard." I think they have delicate little feet, and those pointy points are as pointy as they look like they are. It's amazing that these guys can actually do this.
We had a couple of foxes come along one night too. Obviously, they'd been watching the ringtails, but they thought, I don't know, that doesn't look that comfortable. And this little one, poor thing, had a sore foot. He was better by about 2 days later, but he wouldn't have been comfortable on those points. And here we have a renegade, obviously, a revolutionary, not behaving and sneaking across the driveway while Mama wasn't looking. And yet another, this little one went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, just countless times during the night.
This next guy that's going to come up right after this one appears to be wondering, why did the ringtail cross the gate? And gets out about halfway and decides, I actually can't remember why the ringtail was going to cross the gate. But I think he ultimately decided, this happens occasionally, and I just go on across, and eventually I remember why I was doing this.
And then we have a whole lot more coming and going. We like to think it's the same ringtail who decided, I know why I was crossing the gate. Maybe I was just crossing the gate because it was there. Maybe it's some kind of existential situation for a ringtail. Anyway, we like to think that. And then along came a raccoon who clearly had been watching the ringtails for quite some time.
And it seems that the raccoon decided, this really looks pretty easy. I think I can handle this. And might just walk right across those tips, or maybe not.
We think the raccoon was saying, this isn't really all that comfortable. If I come down off my toe tips, these points are awfully sharp on my unmentionables.
So the raccoon made it across using what we thought looked like an appropriate level of caution, given the risk at hand.
And then, to our immense amusement, the raccoon decided to continue the technique along the top of the wooden fence, which was just completely ridiculous. We have watched this 100 times and laughed 100 times.